Hey guys, this is Rafiozik and welcome to your second HTML5 tutorial for beginners. In the last video, you might have noticed that I was using this weird looking application that kind of looks like a text editor, but it's a little bit different. And what this is an IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. And what an IDE is, it's kind of like if you were a swordsman, this would be your sword. And what it makes programming a lot easier. It's what you're going to be working with in general when you program. Almost every programmer uses some kind of IDE. There's tons of them that exist for basically every language that's out there has some kind of IDE that can work with it. And there's a lot of open source and free ones. And for this tutorial, we're going to be using something called brackets. There's also Atom. There's also a paid version called WebStorm, which is really good as well. But we're going to be using brackets because this is actually the IDE that I got started out with. So go ahead and go to brackets.io. And you'll see here that it says download brackets. So I want you to download brackets and I want you to load it up on your computer. And before you do that, after you should be going to your folders and you should create some kind of folder. You want to keep things organized. In my case, I have a folder called tutorials. So you can open up a folder and it'll open up all those files you have in that folder here on the left, which just makes things really organized and really easy to work with. So in our case, I already have my first website.html and a readme.txt and a test.html up here, as well as a separate videos folder, which isn't relevant for you guys under tutorials. And what I want you to do is I want you to come here and create new file. And when you create a new file, you could create what I already have here, my first website.html, or in my case, I'm just going to write my second website.html just to show how it works. And you see it shows up under working files and allows you to immediately start programming in it on the right. And it knows that this is an HTML file, and it has a lot of handy things like it automatically sets up tags. You see it's a open tag and close tag, and it's just really easy to work with. So I want you guys to go to brackets.io and download brackets, load it up, get the folder up here, get your first file up here, create a file, my first website.html, and start programming or even copying what I've written here. And what I'd like you to do is kind of work with me as we go through this tutorial. I want you also to be writing what I'm writing or play with it yourself while I'm teaching and get a feel for it. And you'll learn a lot faster doing that than by just watching this tutorial. So go ahead and download brackets and get it on your computer, get it up on the file, and then let's move on to our next video and get a little bit deeper into HTML.